Hey guys, Caibel the Strategist here, and today we are continuing with the woods. This is a horror map I found on mcpedl.com, and you can go download it. The link is in the description below. Currently we are at the end of the chapters, and we left off with that we found someone that we think is Gregory. Or George, not Gregory. Keep getting Gregory and George confused because they're so similar. Okay. I think that is George. One way to find out. We'll walk towards him, I guess. But we also don't know why he's here. Because he went missing. And we don't fully know why he went missing. Hello, George. He seems to know the name, at least. Okay. He doesn't know us. That's a good thing, I guess. It's not like we ever met him before. Also, just so you know, it's getting colder, so everyone who's watching this, please try and bundle up under your blankets as much as possible. I do not want any of you getting cold. Like, at all. Because freaking someone knows that I've been getting cold. Because freaking winter is hell. Basically, I like the snow, but I hate the winter. Like, the weather. Or rather, how cold it gets. I hate freezing, essentially. And it stemmed back from when I was a kid, when I got hypothermia. Basically, the story is that... Should I even tell the story? I'm gonna tell it anyway. The story about me getting hypothermia is I was in Scouts and we went camping. It was a Klondike, which, if anyone knows what that is, it's literally just camping in the snow. Well, on this Klondike, we went and basically set up tents. It was still snowing. One of my other scouts went and made a tent under a tree that has snow in it. That's important for later. And I had made one a few feet away from that one, closer to the fire. So we would stay, so me and my brother would stay warm. And basically, me and my brother didn't bring anything other than our coats and our clothes, which was an incredibly bad idea. Do not do that. Do not do what me and my brother did. Always bring warm clothes. Anyway, so we only brought basically the bare essentials, and I was getting cold, so I decided to go into my tent and lay down for a bit. Well, I got colder and my lips turned blue. And I couldn't get my shoes on because they were so cold. Basically, I was incredibly cold. So what my brother did was he took my shoes and set them on fire. There's a reason for this. He was trying to get me to wear my shoes so I can come out of the tent. He then brought them back to me, still smoking, I might add. They were still smoking. That's how I knew they were on fire. And he basically told me to put my shoes on and come outside. I did, still freezing. And basically, everyone just sat me close to the fire as possible and handed me some, like, homemade chili that we had made. Well, I was starting to warm up from this, which is good. And frankly, we pretty much, nothing else happened other than that until like the next morning when we all like woke up and the tent that was under the tree was absolutely buried in snow. Like, it was buried. You couldn't see the tent at all. I believe the people inside had to dig their way out too, which was hilarious. Like, we weren't expecting them to like get buried in snow, but we were expecting something very similar. So they legit had to they had to dig themselves out of their own like tent. It was hilarious. But that was pretty much the only thing funny about that camping trip. I believe after that, me and my brother didn't go camping in the snow ever again because it was way too cold and I nearly froze to death. Like, legit, I nearly froze to death. By the way, when your lips turn blue, that's not a good sign. That means you need to get warm very quickly. Because when your lips turn blue, that means your body temperature is dropping very quickly. And that's not necessarily a good thing. Especially in the snow. And if you get warm after being cold, and there's no reason for you to be warm, don't take your clothes off. There's a reason for it, I'll explain. Basically, when you get so cold, your body starts to basically using its reserve calories to basically burn you alive. It's a survival mechanism. They're trying to keep, your body's trying to keep you alive long enough for you to actually get warm. And there's a crucial mistake everyone makes when this happens. They take their clothes off. That's not a joke. It's because, like, the brain is tricked into thinking, oh, I'm warm, so I don't need these clothes. No, you do need those clothes. So what inevitably ends up happening to those people is they take their clothes off and they immediately start dying of hypothermia and everything else. So don't take your clothes off if you feel unexplainably warm while it's cold. It's really not a good idea. Hello, George. I think the close-up of George's face. He's such a stupid face. Like, look at it. It's two eyes and a mouth. Like, that's it. That's his face. The others have, like, complex faces. Nope, George just had this really stupid face. It's adorable, but it is so funny. Like, there's not a thought in that head. And you can see it. He's like an orange cat. One brain cell, not a single thought. Fun fact, by the way. There is really no reason for orange cats to exist genetically. An orange cat is basically a calico, but they are a male calico. And here's the problem. Calicos are not pure orange at all. You can see the females. They're how they should be. That's how a male should be as well. But it isn't. Males are orange. Like pure orange. And that's not how an orange cat should look like. They should look like the females. But for some reason, the males look completely orange. And scientists are trying to figure out why this is, because, well, it's kind of weird. Basically, the male orange cat is just a calico. Just a male calico. Which isn't supposed to happen. Like, they're not supposed to be the same, or the same breed of cat. Basically, an orange calico is supposed to be mostly white, black, and orange. That is a calico's color scheme. But an orange cat is quite literally just orange with streaks of white. That's it. That's not supposed to happen. Oh, he's telling us a story. So far, this seems like Mr. Lincoln is doing something not good. Whatever Mr. Lincoln is doing, it's not good. Like, period. And it seems he was going to do it to George here. Which, if so, what was the monster in the woods? Something tells me that monster wasn't a monster. Or at least it didn't want to be a monster. Because look at all the places it's appeared. Out in the middle of the woods, near a abandoned building that looked like a research or hospital area. Those are not necessarily random places. Like, they seem random, yes, but they're not really random. Out in the middle of the woods, it's not a random location you just go to. Especially when it's near a village. Which I suspect Lincoln was at. Like, the first village we ever went to, I think that's where he was. Because it says a birch house. Well, there's only one birch house. And it's in the first village we ever went to. I think, anyway. Because A, we've been to George's house. We've absolutely been to George's house, because I know we've been inside it. And there was a key there. That means wherever George lives, Lincoln is nearby. It also explains why the grave of George's father is not with the others. And something tells me the other grave that's in the cemetery is his mother's. Because, one, there were two Woods graves. There was his father, which we know of, and then another inside a cemetery in the first village. So that would mean George's mother is dead. And from the looks of it, he doesn't have a sister. Meaning, if there's no sister, the one we found would have had to have been his mother, the one in the cemetery. His father's was the one outside the cemetery, most likely dug by his mother. Oh, so that's why we're here. We're going into the sewer. Wait, wasn't there a... There was a house that had a sewer underneath it. That is why it was there. Um, which, if so, that would explain so much. That would mean that Lincoln is nearby. And if Lincoln's nearby, then we're kind of screwed. Because now we have to contend with Mr. Lincoln, who basically is not a good person from the looks of it. Because Mr. Lincoln wants George for whatever reason. Most likely to experiment on him like he did his mother. We need a key for that. Okay, so it looks like we're going out to find keys, and George is staying right there. George is staying in that little tunnel until we find the keys. Which is fine by me. I don't want him coming with me on this adventure through the sewers, because this could be dangerous. Because, supposedly there is something in here, and I don't want to know why or what. There's nothing. Basically, I'm going to be looking through every single barrel I can find that I can open. If I cannot open a barrel, then I'm going to leave it alone. But if I can open a barrel, I'm opening it, so I can see what's inside. And my camera seems to be having a bit of issues with recording, so try and bear with me, people. I may cut out a few times. If so, please forgive me for cutting out. Basically, the issue is my camera is being weird on my end, not on your end. You probably can see this just fine. But so far, my camera is being weird on my end, and I don't like it. I need to make sure everything is up to speed with my camera. So far, we are doing just fine. Nothing too bad. Nope. Nope. Nothing in there. Don't like what I'm hearing. I really don't like what I'm hearing. That high-pitched noise is not something I enjoy, because it bothers my ears. Like, it greatly bothers my ears, and I hate it. Need a key for that. I need a key for a lot of bars in this place. So, we're looking for the usual suspects and maybe a few extras. So, if we find any keys, we'll know where to go. So make a mental note of where to go, people. And if you can, please comment down below, look for the keys. Because I am looking for the keys. And it's fair to want to look for them. Because we need to find our way out of here and get George to safety. Because if we don't, we're kinda screwed. I also could just edit a large portion of this out, just so, like, you guys don't have to sit around and wait for me to, just do or find everything. We need a key for that. I hate how we have to find a key for everything. Like, we need an orange key, we need a green key, we need a red key. What next? Do we need a brown key too? No, don't say anything about the brown key. If we need a brown key, it's going to be freaking weird. Thank you for that. Sorry guys, my camera cut out. Basically, we found these tunnels, and I haven't found anything other than what you see in my inventory. So far, it is going fine. Not much to brag about, but enough that we basically don't know anything. We're still in the sewers. It's just these are more narrow tunnels of the sewers. And there's a pipe there. We need to find another pipe to complete it. Okay. There's probably a key in there or something. This is where it ends. So we need to find a pipe and see what there is to find inside this tunnel. And we need a key for that. Freaking, I don't like how we have to have keys for every little thing. It is so weird. And frankly frustrating. This is a long tunnel system. And I don't know exactly where I'm going. There's blood on the wall. Lovely. That means there is a monster somewhere around here. Let's try and make the right calls so we don't end up dead. Also, little side note on the animations. They could have been a little faster when animating the walking, because that would have been fine. More tunnels. Lovely. Anyways, I'm going to end it here. Hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!